Okay, this is the sunflower patch I was talking about. You can see how I've been consistently running the rototiller. I'm up at the top of my, I think it's 14-foot ladder. And this is what my sunflowers look like from up here. I want to get this little room ready so that I can set it up like a gift shop and do my thing. So originally the big pink table that's in the studio was here, but it was just too bulky for what I wanted. So this is an old wallpaper table I picked up at a garage sale for $5. It's great. It's narrow. It folds down to just about nothing, and it was a great place to put all this stuff that I've been working on while I was. But now I have to deal with the walls. I had done this before, but there's still a lot of stuff just to cover up. I don't want to go out and buy special wood, and I can't really paint any of this. It's fiberboard, and it's been here since 1980 or something like that. And vapor, humidity, breathing, I can't paint it, so I just gotta work with what I have here. So my plan is I found a big yellow box, and I'm gonna kind of staple that here. But this curve is really hard to match because, especially in this area, I can't shove anything behind it. And here's another reason I can't change this. Like, I pried a hook out of here because I wanted to hang my air compressor hose on it, and this just hard wood solid, and I cracked it, and I don't want to do that. So I took these pieces of cardboard, jammed them along here. I have a pink flamingo tablecloth I'm going to cover this with, so that'll cover up a lot of that. And I had this piece of cardboard, and I thought, how can I do that? How do I get that curve? That won't work. Oh, I can do that, and then I thought, ooh, genius. I took it outside, and I guesstimated where it would be on the inside. And I stood on my platform I hauled out of the chicken coop a couple days ago, put cardboard here, and traced out the shape of the building because it's the same. So I have this, and I'm so cool and super groovy. I even made my line on what'll be cut to take off all this staples so that I don't have to deal with that. So when I cut that should fill in this space rather nicely. And I'm excited because in my shuffle through today, I found an old drywall saw, and that cuts cardboard really nice, and I have a bunch of drywall in the studio because I have a project in mind for that, or use for it maybe, I don't know. But be really careful because they will leave a mark. Anyways, here, this is some cabinetry I took out of one of the upstairs bedrooms because it was a very small space and it just had doors, and I was trying to move things and I kept hitting my head and banging into things, so I just took them down. I hung curtains over it. It's wonderful for me. But I thought, okay, this will fill up this space, and I can make use of this hardware that's still here and just attach it there, maybe throw a screw in and put a do not enter sign, and that'll be good. Then up in here I have some old artwork and posters and fun little things I might be able to just do a quick cover up with. And then I got that black shelf that I took off the porch I want to paint. I scored this at a corner store. It was on its way into the dumpster, so I can hang my little egg birdhouses off them. And then that last piece of lattice that I have, I want to attach to the door here, but make it a little bit smaller. And then I will have a place to hang some of my smaller signs, and it'll have a little movement, and that'll be great. And then I had an epiphany. The little bulletin board that I'm putting together for my backdrop for my YouTube channel, it's too small. It's just not going to be big enough. So I can take that corkboard thingy and maybe hang it off here somehow, and then have prices. I can do my business license, da 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 da. And so that'll be great. And this will look wonderful. And it won't look like an old TV room where the guys used to drink every night. People are going to come here and go, oh, it's so cute. Oh. Well, I haven't actually opened up the shop. It's the middle of August now. But with the coronavirus and everything, I haven't felt really good about it. But I'm still working on getting things tidied up in here. And my whole plan changed again, because that's what happens. The cardboard just looked kind of tacky, so I found this fabric. And I'm making some frames that are going to hang up in there like that. And then this, I just I stained a piece of wood to cover that up. And I got some pictures and flowers and things like that going on. This wall, I have another frame that's going to go up here like this. And that's where some of the signs are going to hang. This isn't a really good display rack for what, but it's working for now. At least things are out of the way. I found this piece of linoleum in my kitchen closet, and it's not perfect, but it's a nice little walkway. I have done some finishing. I have the last coats on more of these birdhouses, and I put some nicer hangers on them. And I'm going to put a strip of wood across here to hang some more of the birdhouses off of. And the flowers are looking nice in the vase, I think. I have a few bud vases that I've set aside there in the house. They're all cleaned up, so when it's time to do that, they're ready to go. And that's the progress on the gift shop that's not open yet. Well, hey, here we are in the dog pen. I bet you're wondering, it's not often you see me in an apron. I've actually been cooking up some cattail stalks. Make paper out of. I mixed them up. My neighbors are getting a new driveway, and it's never gonna stop today. So anyways, this has to cook for about 6 hours, and it breaks down the cellulite in the cattails. And I cut them up into chunks about this big. And I'm doing it outside because I have soda ash in here, and it's kind of volatile. Well, it's poisonous, and it stinks. So anyways, and it's hot, so it's good to do things like that outside. And over here, this is the first batch I did. I got one piece that came out nice. And I heard that you can make paper out of these too. And I've also been making ink out of joke berries, but I'm gonna try this again when we're not under full-blown construction. Product placement. Okay, here we are on the chicken run thing so that I can finally move that bale of straw and get that out of my way. So what I'm going to do, I pounded in a post here. I'm going to disassemble all this wire, pull the scaffolding, and attach it to here so that that 4x2 wire is on the inside for a reason. I'm going to fill the extra space in with something and cover it with something. But then we get to the gate. I want to make this simple, and it doesn't have to last forever. It's not going to be here for 20 years. It's just a quick fix. So I used the snow fence and some baling twine, and this is going to act as my gate. I'll be able to open this up, kick it to the side, and my wheelbarrow will fit right through here. It's going to be wonderful. Now, and in the process of putting this whole thing together, I was trying to figure out what would be the best material to use as a fastener. And the first thing I did, of course, was run to the goldfish bowl I keep on my kitchen counter. It's full of all kinds of paper, or, you know, twist ties, string, balloons, clothespins. And there's a lot of these little things that hold, you know, that you get on your bread, you know, the kind that you use to fix your flip-flops with. But in the end, I decided that the baling twine would be the strongest and the easiest to remove. And this whole experience has given me this grand opportunity to sort out my baling twine collection. Got green for green. I got the natural jute and the blue thing. Oh boy, life is grand. It's lifestyles of the poor and abundant. My broken tool and handle collection is growing, but you know, that's just part of it. I did find my machete though, so this will be nice down in the willow forest for some of those grasses I'm thinking about weaving, and I don't know, whatever you might come across. So that was a happy find. And I've decided to move propane related stuff, and possible flammable things. That whole category has expanded considerably too. I just decided to make this anything with a really big potential bang hazard, which is gasoline, my gasoline transferring system, which I know looks scary to the outsider, but I'm old, I'm 54, and these things are hard to put in the lawnmower and stuff. So I pour it into a gallon jug, and I know you're not supposed to store gasoline in non-approved containers, but it doesn't last there long enough for there to be any problem with it. And they all have silver duct tape, so I know what I'm pouring. And then this, I don't know. It could be diesel fuel. It could be kerosene. That would make more sense. I don't know what happened while I was gone, but it's great for cleaning tools either way. And it's spring, and the mosquitoes are really starting to come out, and it can make a nice insect repellent. And a little dab will do you on the rag, doot, 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 and it'll keep a lot of things away.